It's Sunday and this is Sunday with Skye. I'm just popping on air really, really quickly. I'm at my mum's, so mum's helping me out with the kids. She's doing Ria's hair at the minute. I've just ironed all the bits for school. I just thought I'd just pop on here and do a quick update. Thank you so much for all your messages, all the love I've been given, and yeah, it's been very heartwarming. So thank you. Thanks for the love. I put a post up the other day about my husband being so great, and then he fell ill. So he caught COVID off our other son, and yeah, I couldn't leave home. I couldn't leave home for love nor money, and because who leaves their kids when their child and their husband are ill? So I had to stick it out and see what was going on. And for the most part, Paul's very achy and like flu-like, and Simeon's fine. He's got like no symptoms whatsoever. It was literally a friend at school that told him that he was positive. And yeah, so we've been doing tests daily. Thank God I've been double vaccinated from ages ago. So me and the other kids have been doing flow tests every day. I have been sleeping in a different room anyway, even like just since chemo, because I just needed the space, and I didn't know how I was going to be. So that was good. So I have not been compromised. We've avoided COVID for a year and a half. And then it's hit our home. I feel like my house is plagued. So yeah, I didn't want to come to my parents in case there was any risk of giving it to them. So I've been testing daily, and I couldn't leave the kids either because none of them were infected apart from Simeon. So me and all the kids have come to my parents apart from Simeon and Paul. And luckily we've had loads of really kind friends and family that have been helping out with food and stuff. So they're going to be all right for a few days. What was I going to say? So the last week, I've obviously had chemo like 12 days ago, have been really like my emotions and the way I've been feeling, and just physically the toll it's had on my body has had so many different effects. And it's interesting because it's nothing like what you see on TV. So having chemo, the anxiety of having chemo is a lot. And then you go and have your chemo. And it's just strange because obviously I don't know any different, but it's not apparently what it was meant to be. Like previously you'd be able to like take someone along with you, have company. It's a lot more isolated now. But the staff in oncology are amazing. So props to the NHS for real kindness in their oncology staff, which helps because, people like me are really anxious about having treatments like that. So what's been happening? I've had to take my temperature every day. I take my temperature with this. I had one of those air ones, but it wasn't really giving good readings. So I've got a buddy that I speak to once a month from someone like me, and she had a wound infection like I did. And someone like me is a service that is provided from Best Care now, and they closely match you with somebody that's gone through similar stuff, and she recommended this one, so I got this one, and I just stick it in my ear and it reads my temperature, because apparently if I hit 38 degrees I have to go straight to A&E, and I have a special COVID pass. Thank you, Chris. Yeah, my hair's thinning, but it's not gone yet. So but I have actually on Friday I got the courage and I rang the prescription service. They do like a wig service. So, and I ordered a couple of really nice head dresses from my friend who lives in Atlanta now. Molly makes everything. She does some amazing head stuff. So I'm waiting for my package to arrive. I had to go into, so look, all the different it's hard having cancer, and it's very hard having cancer when you're a mum, because you can't help but want to have to do stuff, even though you're fatigued, and it's hard to be who you were before. I'm a lot slower. It's harder for me. You know, I'm forgetting things. The headaches just don't stop, and sometimes you want to smash your head because you can't sleep. Having to inject yourself isn't very nice. It's just not nice. Don't wish it on anyone. But yeah, it's something. It has its peaks and troughs, and it's just something you got to get on with. So, if anyone has any specific questions about like things like that, then yeah, let me know. Like if anyone wants to ask me anything. So this past week's been particularly difficult because I've had really bad sores in my mouth. I can't taste anything. At the moment today, like my eyelashes have been itching, which is really, I don't know if that means my eyelashes are going to come out before my hair. I don't know, but I get really sick and cramps in my stomach due to the jabs. But yeah, it's just really weird symptoms. And today my hips and my bones have been really aching. But yeah, so I ordered something to keep me positive. I ordered this online, well, through Instagram actually. I found someone and ordered this. It's a bit of volcanic rock with some copper, and it's meant to help with negativity. So I'm trying to stay positive here. Thank you, Dee. Hi, Emma. So when I went to hospital on Thursday, they gave me some special mouthwash because my whole mouth was full of ulcers and blisters. I couldn't swallow. I felt like my neck had been strangled. It was a horrible feeling. I literally was scared to go to sleep because I wasn't sure if I was going to wake up. That's how bad it was. So when I went to the hospital, they gave me this these like drops for my tongue, some mouthwash, which has worked wonders. So these are the things that you just never know about. You never know your head's going to blow off, and you never know you're going to have ulcers in your mouth. Hi, Sonia. My sister, Sonia, I love you. Sonia brought me some lovely food this week. Bless her. So when I went to the hospital on Thursday, they gave me this. They had these magazines, and it's from Black Women Rising, and it's empowering women of colour through cancer. And I was looking at it. Hi, sis. I was looking at it, and it was. I haven't finished reading it. I've only just started reading it. It's a charity that was put together by someone called Leanne Perrow, who had cancer before she was in her 30s, and she started this amazing organisation. In fact, I've signed up to their cancer support group because I do feel a bit of a disconnect with some of the information and service. I don't feel like I'm able to ask for everything. And even like when I had chemo, like they didn't even show me how to have these jabs, and there was just gaps, and I'm not 100% sure if there were gaps in the information they gave me because I'm young and able to just crack on with it, or if it's something else. So yeah, I'm gonna have I've signed up to have coffee with Cool Deep, and I've signed up to join their support group. And you know, they've got some brilliant members here, and it's true what a lot of these women say. Like when you have one thing that cancer teaches them, and then they talk about what it is. So one woman said to speak up. One woman says you find out who's really there for you, and that is the truth. Like you find out about your self-worth, and you stop trying to control what's happening in life, and sometimes things just happen. And my buddy at Someone Like Me actually said you've got to get used to being able to do nothing, and once you come to terms with you just can't do everything, that's when it becomes a bit easier. So lots of lovely people, lots of lovely friends and family have given me like books to read, and the one I'm currently reading is this one. But what ends up happening is I get really, really tired, and it takes me a while to read. So audibles seem to be... Oh, you look gorgeous. Ria's just had her hair done from my mum. You look lovely, so I'll come and see you in a bit. So, so I'm reading this, and this is about a 28-year-old something lady. Well, shouldn't even be saying lady. A woman called Lisa, because I ain't no lady, and I'm sure Lisa isn't either. And Lisa is someone like me. I mean, I'm 41 though, who's just cracking on with life, and then I don't even want to swear on here, but yeah, found out she had, breast cancer. So, and how she deals with that. So, yeah, when I can, I'd like pick up. I've got loads of lovely friends that have sent me loads of lovely books. When I can, I read them. But audibles seem to work better because then I fall in and out of sleep. So yeah, if anyone's up for a good read, this is what I'm reading at the moment, and it's the magazine I picked up. There's so much information, and at the moment I've not been able to keep up with stuff, and it's quite overwhelming. So what I found is like the trust at the hospital have a video about chemotherapy, and I didn't actually watch the video till after chemotherapy, so that was a bit rubbish. But now I know what I should have known before, which is why I'm saying there's gaps, because I'm like, I didn't get that XYZ. So yeah, but yeah, so I just wanted to hop on here and just let you know what I've been up to. I've been listening to lots of old school music. So I've been listening to a lot of like Waiting to Exhale soundtrack this week. Listened to a lot of Fugees, and what else was I listening to? A bit of Aaliyah, and my favourite, a friend of mine who's local to me is a singer, and she's got an amazing album called Under My Skin, and the whole of last year got me through lockdown, and I love it to bits. I just listen to it constantly. So I've been listening to that this week. And so that was really, I'm doing a live video, Mum. Do you want to come say hello to people?
I will say hello to people, but
so I'm going to have to go because Mum, I'm at Mum's. We're working out who's sleeping with who. So the kids are here with me, obviously. So yeah, so I'm going to come back to you all next week. Hopefully there's the gorgeous Ria. And until then, if anyone's got any questions about anything or want me to talk about anything, let me know. Have a good evening, everyone. Lots of love. Bye. Peace.
Hi everyone, it's Sunday and I'm going to do a quick update. I'm not feeling like doing an update today, but I'm going to do an update. But before I do an update, I'm going to mess around and play with some filters, because I think filters are so great because they make you look amazing and gorgeous. And do you know what? It just means that you don't have to put makeup on. Look, I feel like I have had Botox and my eyes done and stuff, but it's just so much fun because we can be who we're not. So yeah, this is just me having a little bit of fun quickly. Don't know. So hi, I hope everyone's well and had a great Sunday, great week so far. No one's on here with me, which is great because I can pretend I'm talking to myself. So I have had a week where my whole body was aching and I couldn't do much. And then as the week's gone on, I've just felt better, and now I feel like really tired again. I couldn't really walk much to the start of the week, but I feel a bit stronger than I was at the start of the week. However, I had a bit of a meltdown. So, hi Kieran, I had a bit of a meltdown this week, and unfortunately, why is it that when we have meltdowns, we always take it out on the people we love? So, yeah, bless him, my dad got the end of it, but it wasn't intentional. So, yeah, apologies, Dad. I apologise to him, bless him. But yeah, it's the people that are closest to us that often we take things out on. So what happened was I was just trying to do stuff, and I tried to wash up and I smashed a cup. I just, lost my footing and I just started crying and stuff. And that was my meltdown. That's what happened. And then I kind of didn't want to talk to anyone for the rest of the week. Hi, Aaron. Hi, Nitu. So, I've been feeling a bit wobbly this week. And somebody's also said to me it could be because of the sort of what's going on in the solar system with Jupiter in retrograde and stuff. So it could be that as well. So, I have... I've been like that. And I've had loads of lovely messages and I have to apologise because it takes a while to catch up with them. So sending big love out to my Midlands family, Essex family, Newcastle, Sunderland family and London family. And thank you. So what's been happening with me is my hair has been falling out the last couple of days. Loads of it's just coming out. So the girls were playing around with some really lovely hairdressers that I got from my friend that lives in the States now, and hopefully I'll be able to adorn them. They don't quite sit well at the minute, I think, because I'm not, anyway, so... but I went out on Friday, I went to get a wig fitting, which was, it was a little bit, it was a bit of fun, but it also was a bit weird. And I picked a wig anyway, and I brought one home. Hi, Sarah. So I picked a wig and I brought one home, and it's sitting in the box now. I've named it Renee because that's what it says on the box. It's called Renee and she's from Paris. So I'm prepared anyway. We know that hair falls out with certain. So drugs I'm taking at the moment, which I probably couldn't tell you about them at the moment. The red one I'm having that makes your hair fall out. So it's right on track because I think today is day 17. So, that's about it really. So I really didn't have much of an update, just that last week I had a bit of a meltdown. I had lots of lovely mums helping me with taking the kids in at school because obviously I was doing the school run by myself. So thank you, mums. Thank you, Sarah and Kerry, for all your help with the school run. Thank you, Nicole. But it also was a bit weird. Teachers as well. That's me. So it's just a quick few minutes to say hi. And as always, if anyone's got any questions, I'm happy to answer. It's a bit emotional in the week as well because I did get some quite emotional news which brought me back to the start of my diagnosis. But I'm happy that by sharing what I'm going through, I'm helping and enabling other women to go and get checked out and tested. And even if it's like not to get tested, to go sort out their life insurance and stuff, we're not invincible. We need to think about planning for our futures and for our children. So if me sharing this story helps get a few people checked out that needed to, or get, like a couple of my friends that have gone and reviewed and had their life insurances sorted out, then so be it. Then I feel like I've done a bit of good. So, I hope you all have a really good evening and I'll hopefully see you next week. Bye. Hi, it's me. Today's Thursday and it would have been my second round of chemo day today. Which has had to be postponed because I felt ill Sunday and on Monday I had a PCR test which came back positive. So I've been, I'm hoping I haven't been that bad because of being double vaccinated. But I've just felt really tired very flu-like. I've got a really bad cough. Excuse me, I've got just runny nose. My eyes hurt, my cheeks hurt, my head hair has been hurting. Not really had an appetite. Just felt very heavy. So yeah, not been great. Also not been very great this week because my hair is falling out. It's just, there's just nothing left really of my hair, and it just keeps coming out in my hands like little bits. My hair's always been fine anyway, like as in thin, but the good thing is obviously I've got the wig and the head wraps to get used to. So yeah, I shot my hair shorter yesterday. And then, yeah, I've just been doing it in stages rather than just doing it all in one go. I've been crying a lot as well. At night, mostly. Just processing it all. So I don't know if that's normal. But, I haven't wanted to really speak to anyone. I've just had 2 notifications come up on my phone now, and actually my iPad here to say that my chemo is about to start in 10 minutes, which it's not. So now they've postponed it a week because I'm isolating till next Tuesday, and then I've got a blood test to have on the Thursday, and then they're going to do my chemo on the Friday. So I'm going to have a nice Friday night partying in oncology. At least I get out. So yeah, but that's it's just so difficult, right? Just all of it. Like, not even just like I've had surgery, so it's not even that. It's not. It's just the battling with you not feeling yourself, but then things that I've been doing to help feel myself. Like today, like my dad, bless him, gave me his Alexa while I'm staying here, and he gave me he said it's his radio, so I plugged it in and I started playing. I just played like Capital Extra, and it played those old school tunes from when I was younger, you know. And it's funny how things like music can make you feel so you again. It can make you feel amazing, forget your worries, you know, and just, you could just close your eyes and be anywhere and be anyone, and not be anyone, but be you, carefree, in, you know, and not in this moment, whatever you're going through, whether it's, you know, a loss of a job, some ill health, or grief of losing a loved one. There's so much that music does for you, you know, from the inside. For me, it bubbles up, and it's explosive. So for the moments that I was listening to those songs, I can't even remember what was playing, just old school R&B. I jumped in the shower. So this room that I'm in at my mum and dad's it's a little room. This is my little bed, and there's a little sofa, and there's a shower in there. And I've been sitting here since Sunday. And there's a little space on the floor as well to do some stretching. But what was I going to say? Oh my God. Why is it when you're feeling ill, and now I think my mum's ill as well, when you're feeling ill, you don't want to shower? I've only showered today. I had to force myself to shower. I didn't want to shower. I didn't even want to get changed. I got out of my pajamas today. I've been in my pyjamas since Sunday. Today's Thursday. I've actually put on some clothes, you know. So, yeah, a bit of... I think we have to just force ourselves to live with whatever we're going through and make the best, like, not best of the situation, but try and get through it. So I'm going to encourage you, whatever you're going through, try and, you know, have a shower, change your clothes, stick some clothes in the wash, put on some music, you know, because for me, at the minute, I can't really read. And I'm too tired to watch TV. I can't lie, I'm too tired. Excuse me, I'm too tired to watch telly. So I encourage you to, just do something for yourself, whether it's have a shower, go for a walk, sit in the garden, phone a friend. Like, I haven't even wanted to speak to people, and I've not replied to people, but today I've replied to everyone, even if it's just like messaging people back or putting your phone on airplane mode and not answering people back. Maybe you write some stuff down in a journal or on a piece of paper and put it up on the wall. I don't know, like, I've put some stuff on the wall. So somebody sent me a lovely card, Alicia, thank you Alicia, and I've put that up. And I've put some things that I'm going to make sure I do every day, like take some vitamins. I'm going to try and journal something. Manifest is one of the things on my list. So I'm going to manifest remission, good health, and thicker hair when it comes back, you know. And a holiday. Me and Paul need a holiday. I've always, since I've been 17, I've dreamed of going to Fiji, and I've never ever been. So I really want to plan a holiday to Fiji. How that's going to happen, I don't know. But, you know, just starting to think about it is enough to get me in a happier place, you know. So just do something that, you know, whether it's starting your Christmas shopping or starting with a list, start somewhere. So yeah, I've got a picture of the family on the back of the drawer as well, because I've been missing my kids. So, and my husband, I've been missing my kids and my husband and the pets at home and the noise because it's quiet here. But I have needed the quiet as well, so don't get it twisted. I needed that too, because I needed to sleep. So yeah, just sending lots of love to everyone and encouragement, because life is not easy, and we're all doing what we can. So don't be so hard on yourself, and then I won't be so hard on myself. See you later. It's Sunday and you're back with me, Skye. So hi everyone. I never want to do this on a Sunday. It's crazy. I never want to do this. So I'm here. COVID has COVID has wiped me out this week. Been tired, sleeping loads. All my days have been rolled into one. How's everyone else coping with COVID? Because it's going around. Lots of people have got COVID at the moment. How are you all doing? Hi, Danny. Hi, Claire. Welcome. I'm just on here just chatting my nonsense. So if anyone has any questions, then say hi. Hi, Sebre. Lovely to see you here. So yeah, this week had COVID. Very fortunate that I've been able to stay at my mum's house, my mum and dad's house. It's been a real privilege to be able to stay here while I recover. And unfortunately, my mum got COVID as well. What's COVID? COVID is the flu. I have something what feels like the flu, and I was talking to my sister-in-law. She works at the hospital, and she said that the strain now seems to be a lot milder, which is, I'm just happy that I didn't have it last year, because I've heard last year's strain of it was quite intense. I think, everyone's got this COVID, right? So it's like when you have a red car, my reticular activating system is like, whoa, all I'm hearing and seeing is everyone's got COVID, which is really weird. But mum's got it too. So actually, I've had a bit of company with my mum because we both got it. So, but what is annoying is if you have COVID and you go and have a PCR test like me and my mum did, and then you get bombarded with texts, phone calls, like I'm isolating, you don't need to phone me, like unless you're going to buy me shopping and bring it round and cook me dinner. What are you doing? Like, it's just like such a waste of resources because you're preaching to the converted. We far more need like people phoning to see if people need help with jobs or if new mums need support with their babies and stuff like that. I think sometimes it's just too much, and I'm trying to be nice to these people that are phoning, but because I think if you phone once and text once, then so be it. But I don't think these people need to phone as much as they do anyway. So what's been going on with me is I'm at my parents', and it's a real privilege, but it's also really, and I'm really fortunate, but it's also really showed me two things. One, I really like having my own house and going home. And two, I'm very much like my parents. So we are a product of our parents, aren't we, to some degree. So I've noticed some things that I want to change about myself going forward, but we won't talk about those right now. My mum, bless her, she's just making something to eat, so we might hear her outside. I'm downstairs in my nan's old bedroom still. I have been coping by getting into a bit of a routine. So as much as I don't want to, getting out of bed in the mornings, putting some different clothes on, and I've been doing some, because I went down the rabbit hole a couple of times this week, not staying up late, but laying in bed thinking. And I think that happens to a lot of us when we're going through stuff, because a lot of people are going through something or another out there, and your mind can go into overdrive. You can end up, I know for me, I was like thinking about, it was just a lot of overwhelm. And I think when you're parents to children yourself, you do have that going in the back of your head. You do, like I was just getting really morbid about stuff. And as we get older, we start to think a lot more about the time we've got behind us than we do ahead of us. So for me, I was very much spiraling down the rabbit hole, getting quite upset with myself. And it's just really upsetting. So if that happens to people out there, what do you do about it? How do you cope? I've been trying to write about my feelings. So my mum actually made me laugh. She said, "You're always writing stuff down." And I'm like, it's all mumbo jumbo. It's not like, I'm never writing it like how I always think a journal's meant to be written down. I'm always just a bit scatty and just writing a few things, and then I'll stop, and then I'll forget, and then I'll like scribble some other stuff. And I've never read my bits back because I don't think it quite makes sense. But as long as it's not in my head, it just feels better. And the other way I've been coping is by listening to positive things. So I don't know if anyone has a routine, but I've been playing this woman called Louise Hay. She's passed now. She's not here anymore. She's an elderly lady, and she's now transitioned. She's no longer here, and she's like a grandma. She just talks so positively about healing your inner child, about our parents being children, and really, as I've become a parent, I give my parents a lot of a lot more of a bly to certain things that I've kind of been subjected to growing up as well, because we're all just learning. None of us have a
like a guidebook or a manuscript of how to get through whatever we're going through, be it being a mum or just going through life or going through health issues and stuff. So yeah, Louise Hay, my friend Vim a couple of years ago mentioned Louise Hay, and when I remember, I will just play something from her, and I played two like little podcast things. I think they were on Spotify, and they're just really uplifting. I tried to get Paul to cut my hair because my hair's really like going now, and I think he was traumatized because it's not just when you go through something, it's not just you that's going through it, your family's going through it as well. D from The Gift of Manhood, definitely. Yeah, it's important to write down and put down how you're feeling and stuff. So going back to me with this health condition, when we go through stuff, we think we're never going through it by ourselves, are we? Because our children feel it, our partners feel it, our parents are feeling it, and anyone that's close to you is feeling it as well. If you've got like friends and from back in the day that are going through it with you. So I asked my husband to cut my hair, and he just couldn't really bring himself to do it. It was like, so he trimmed it, and he was like, well, see how you get on with this. And when I said to him, you're scared, aren't you? And he was like, yeah. Do you know what? I am scared. And he came to the door yesterday, and he was joking about how my head is a proper circle shape. And I was like, he was calling me an egghead and stuff, and that I should be a mascot for the egghead. So, yeah. And I just, we have jokes aside. I think why I was staying up a lot this week was because I'm losing my hair, and it is very much part of my femininity. You're losing your breast, you're losing parts of your breast, you're losing your hair, it's changing your skin. My nails this week have started to go black, so it's hard. So whatever you're going through, I'm going to encourage you to get some sort of routine going. It's not easy, even being on here, it's not easy. We're not meant to go through life alone. So if you can if you haven't got someone to share whatever you're going through with, for whatever reason, then tell a friend or someone at work or someone you trust. And if you really haven't got someone that you could talk to, Breast Care Now are they have a helpline that's open every day, and they have they have lots of breast care nurses that you can speak to. And the whole family go through it, Amina. The whole family go through it. And even if it's not breast cancer, if it's another type of cancer, Macmillan, they have... So when I was going down the rabbit hole, when the mums was like, phone Macmillan, they can put you in touch with Bupa and get someone to talk to you. It's hard. It's hard for me to pick up that phone and phone someone. So I might put on something on Netflix or Prime or a TED Talk, or somebody might phone me and distract me, or a message, or how the whole world just scrolls through Instagram. I might do something to stop myself from phoning for help. But I have Paul, so I do talk a lot. I'm very blessed that I have Paul that I can talk to. So if you don't have someone, please do reach out and speak to someone. There's a lot of things I'm scared about other than my hair. I'm scared about the menopause because I'm 41 and this stuff will set me up. I'm basically going to catch up with my husband. It's going to set me up to like down the road, 10, 15 years down the road, when menopause is probably supposed to happen to me. I'm scared about being weaker physically and just picking up germs. And I'm very scared about... I've just been feeling a lot of grief of losing people that... I think when you go through some sort of trauma, everything's precious. So, so it just sets your mind into overdrive. So please speak to someone if you're able to. What else? I was going to talk about something else. Oh, yeah. So a couple of my cousin and my sister-in-law made me these little, like, gift packs with some, like, hand gel, soft toothbrush, a blanket, some nice, like, a hand mask and a foot mask. I did that today, actually. Like a bit of like it's called a cancer hamper or chemo pack or something. So if you know someone that's going through something, or then it'd be nice to make a little pack for them, like maybe with some colouring books and pencils. And if you're going through cancer and you don't have someone to get you something, Cancer Support UK.org, they do like a free gift bag that you can just apply for and they'll post it to you. So that's something. And then I think they also do like a doll where you turn the doll upside down and it's got hair on the doll, and then it doesn't have a hair on the doll. And it's a good way to talk to younger children about losing your hair. So that's lovely. Some people have said that they made hampers for people that are close to them. And it's really appreciated because you can really see the thought that goes into that. A friend of mine came to the door the other day and brought me a loungewear outfit. So she brought me this with the joggers to go with it from Primark, and she made me promise her that I would wash before I put it on. So I've washed twice this week, which is she's done good to get me up. And because when you're sick, you don't want to do anything like that. Let's face it, you just want to just sleep and just feel warmth and comfortable. And it's getting cold now, so it's getting colder and darker, so we don't want to like get changed and stuff. So I hope you've all had a great Sunday. I hope you've been keeping warm. I've missed out on my kids' football. My daughter had a football match and her team won 5-1 and she scored 2 goals, and I can't believe I wasn't there to see it. And one of my kids is doing a biathlon today, couldn't be there to see it. And my little boy, the youngest one, had football yesterday. He's doing good. Like, these are the things that we can't always when we're like isolating like I am at the moment. I can't leave the house till Wednesday. These are the things we miss out on. So enjoy your Sunday, whether you've been watching football or been at football today. Enjoy your Sunday dinner if you had Sunday dinner. And that's the other thing, I haven't felt hungry. Thank you for keeping me in your prayers, everybody. If you know someone that's going through something, always I really believe in the power of prayer and speaking positively and having things to look forward to. So thank you for that. Yes, I've got my fluffy socks on now. I've got a throw, ginger tea. I got ginger tea. So lots of stuff that people are saying are really good for helping you when you're going through COVID or going through ill health. So each of you look out for each other out there. And one thing I will say is, me and Paul were talking about, what is a massive topic, right, that people don't always want to think about and talk about, because of the stigma, is, we often have elderly people that pass and then they go, but the children are grown up and not at home. But what happens when you have children and they're young and you go through some ill health? These are things we don't often want to think about. But the reality is, like, what happens, like, God forbid, what happened if I didn't find this lump? What would happen to Paul? How would he continue to go to work right now? Like, would he have to go part-time? What kind of contingencies are we putting in place as parents should something like this happen? So I think for all of us that have children, we do need to talk about what if something happens to the other parent. Not to be morbid, but just to have a discussion, because some people in single parent households that are going through breast cancer, that are on their own, how, what is that like for them, and their children, their families. So I think we just have to, in this day and age, with more and more people passing, like getting ill and diagnosed with stuff younger, it's important for us to think about these things, really. And then I was going to mention a group. There's a group called, nothing to do with having cancer or being ill, but if you're a woman that's looking forward to getting into politics and stuff, in 2014, I ran for local office to be a local councillor. Not for any particular party, I was just there for the people. And I did really well, but I didn't get into office. And this organisation, it used to be called the Parliamentary Project. They're called Elect Her. I'll put them down in the bottom. They do fantastic resources for women all up and down the country. Any woman that's interested in getting into local government, they've got the resources, free training, free peer support circles to help you navigate that and put your best foot forward to being involved in local politics. And just to note, if you do get into local politics, whether you're with a particular party or you're doing it by yourself, you know, you do get remunerated for your time. So if you've got a part-time job, if you're studying, if you're working full-time, you know, I think they get like a salary of like 15k, like not a salary, but like an allowance, whatever. And then they get their expenses. And then if you sit on any kind of like, other working groups, like, I don't know, the planning committee or something, you will also get remunerated for that. So, you know, if you're already active in your community and you want to do more, then Elect Her, a fantastic resource for any woman that wants to get into local politics. And that, I just thought I'd add that today, because I'm always about supporting women, to up level and be prominent in our society. So that's it from me. I hope you have a great Sunday, and I'll catch you later. And as always, if anyone has any questions, I'm always here, whether you want me to answer them live or if you want to just DM me. All right, God bless you all. Peace.